Alright, so it is 6 o'clock, well it's like 6:30 Friday morning of a drift event tomorrow, kind of. It's just a donut pit. I'm gonna be driving in it. I gotta do some stuff to my car before that happens. Basically just gotta do a couple little things, nothing crazy. Install a passenger seat, weld the rear trunk floor in. What else do I need to do? I need to weld, I guess the seat brackets are kind of weird. My driver's seat is way too far forward and up, so I need to bring it down and back a little bit so that I can get, my feet will reach and shit. Before I get started with all that though, I gotta move this freaking car out here. This is one of my buddies needed help on it, and he decided he's just gonna sell the car instead of fix it. So we're gonna do that right now, and pretty much gonna get started. So here we go. There we go. So I got this seats in, but I sit way too high. So what I'm gonna do is there's actually underneath here, it's two pieces of inch and a quarter tubing. It's two pieces, one stacked on top of the other. So what I'm gonna cut the top one off. It'll bring the seat down, and then I'm gonna actually take this off, the seat off and everything, and then don't mind that. And then once I get that off, I'm gonna pull the seat back, and then I'm gonna weld the crossbar that I have in there, where the seat actually mounts to the bracket. Move the seat back, weld it on there, and then bolt the seat back to it. And then we should be good. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is these bolts here, I'm gonna take these off, and then I'm gonna make this bracket here. I'm gonna take it, I'm gonna scoot it down. Oh no, I'm sorry. I'm gonna bolt this bracket to the actual seat itself, and then once this is bolted to the seat, I'm gonna grind this piece down here. Focus, you fuck. I'm gonna grind this stuff down because there's paint on it, and once that's ground down, I'm gonna pull this sheet down with the seat on it, and then I'm just gonna tack weld it, and then pull the seat back off wherever I want it in there. I'm gonna move the seat around, and then I'll pull this sheet off, and then finish welding this around here or wherever it needs to be. It'll be on this piece here. It'll be on this piece instead. Shit. It'll be right here. Instead, I'm gonna cut this off because I don't need this piece here. So I'm gonna cut it off, and then it'll be on this piece, and it'll be about back a little bit farther, wherever the seat feels comfortable. And then I'll tack weld it once in the car, and then we'll be good to go. So my fucking camera died, but I got all of the risers that I had on here taken off. Boom. So now that's flat. There's like a piece that I didn't really cut off, but I don't give a shit. Doesn't matter to me. So my battery's charging for my grinder. So I might take a break for a few, let that charge, This battery doesn't last very long. My buddy just came over here on his way to work and brought me a ton of some sheet metal here. So it's actually a big long piece, but what I'm gonna have to do is cut this off, stack it, weld, maybe do that a couple times, but I'm gonna be filling this gap in here. So I'll be laying it, I don't know if I'm laying it here or if I'm laying it all the way in. Probably all the way in will probably be easier, I think. Maybe not, I don't know. Yeah, probably, because it's a straight cut, it's easier. I can just use a butt end. But anyways, I'll cut a piece and then it'll weld here, weld down here, weld across here. I'm not going to do like a full weld. I'm just going to do spot, 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 maybe like 2-3 inches apart. And then I will use some silicone, which I'll get today. And then I'll paste it all in there so it's all sealed. Same with this side. I'm going to weld across in there. That way the trunk's sealed. I don't have a bunch of tire stuff. So there's going to be a strap that comes. I'm probably going to pull some of the sound deadening off. You know what? How am I going to do that? Oh no, I'll probably weld it. Move this battery out of the way. I'm going to probably weld a piece to here, like right here. That'll come up over like this and then come down, and there'll be another piece here that comes up, and there'll be like an angle piece, and I'll have one bolt here, and it'll just clamp everything shut over this battery. That way I don't have the battery problem for a battery tie down or anything like that. So since the battery is charging, I decided I'd just take this opportunity to make a template for the back of the trunk. So this is what I've come up with so far. Obviously I have to stitch the metal into a few pieces, so I'm going to stitch it, and then which will probably be like right about here maybe, and then another piece. But I'm gonna cut it straight like this board here, or like this edge, and then I'm just gonna add a piece in here because it'd be way easier to make a little half moon tiny one than to do the whole thing and then keep trimming and blah blah blah. And then I made this piece here. This is going to be a little tricky. I'm going to have to add some in here, which is not a big deal. I don't really care about how it looks necessarily more than functionality, as long as smoke's not pouring into this inside of my car. I'm also going to, oh no, these are never mind, these are both. I was going to say I had to plug them, but I guess not. Alright, so the battery was charged. I did a little bit of grinding, and then now I'm going to weld the seat in to where I need it. I already sat in it, made sure this is exactly where I wanted it. So, should be good. Should be good to go. I fitted the seat in and everything looks good. I tack welded here and tack welded here, so everything should line up perfectly. I already test fitted the seat, make sure it's still good. It's good. So I'm gonna bolt these ones in, tack this side and this side, and then once these sides are tacked, I'm gonna weld the whole thing up, put the seat back on, and then bolt it in. And I got the mounts made, welded up, everything's good to go. Check it out. Mounts bolted perfectly, welded, everything's good. So now all I gotta do is throw the seat in the car, which I will do right now. Got the seat in. Looks pretty good. Took forever, and I burnt myself right there. But looks good. The harnesses are a little loose, or the harness is a little loose, but it's fine. It's not that big of a deal. It's just a donut competition. So over the course of about an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours, I've just been messing around. Did some good progress. So I cut out the pieces of sheet metal that I needed for the trunk, which are here, welded them in. I got to make this one here, which is that cut out. You can see the half moon. And then I got to cut this piece out here. But this one's going to fit in pretty good. It's going to have a little bit of an overlap right here, but I'll be able to hold that up and then get that to fit pretty well. maybe a little bit of trimming here and there. But overall, it's pretty good. I'm gonna have to seal it with some sealer. I'm gonna weld another piece in right here just to fill that gap here. Then I'm gonna have to do that one, which is it's not a big deal. It's coming along pretty good, and then I'm gonna make the battery strap. I finished the trunk. Looks pretty good. Sorry about the lighting, but that's all I can do.
These niggas are not talking about no fixer, they're talking about swiping.
Tight, huh? And the battery tie down.
Johnson.
Now all I gotta do now is mount this seat, and then I'm done for the night. I'm just gonna move everything to the side. I don't care about cleaning the garage right now. I'm just gonna move everything aside, and then tomorrow morning we're gonna load the car up and go to the event. JD! Jimmy! Alright, so we are here on these vlog adventures. This is day 2. We are on our way to SAC. We're on our way to SAC Raceway to do the donut competition. Got the car on the trailer. Looks good. We got Paige. We got Jimmy, RX-7, and yeah, I'll update you when we get there. So we made it, but we got a problem.
What's the problem, Austin?
We've been sitting here for hella long, and cars are stacked up in all directions. And yeah, they're already full. So we'll see. I put my bumper on. Fucking GTRs, loud ass exhaust. This shit was wet, bro.
Fucking talking about.